Hello. Good afternoon. This is Active Trader. It is almost 12:57 in the afternoon. I want to welcome everybody who's in here right now. Just to let you know, I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier. Unfortunately, I had some things I needed to take care of, and I kept putting it off, and well, I took care of it. All right. Let's see how we're doing today. Look at the markets here. What is going on? Right now, it looks like we are side to side, except for Tesla. Looks like it's pulling back down a little. Let me take a look at that. Anybody here is watching? Then I'll put up some of the. I will put up some of the contracts that we need to be aware of at the moment. All right, I'm going to put this here now. 265.25 resistance for Tesla. 265.25. And that's going to be 265, 264. Should put us right about the VWAP. 264. So though I had my stuff on this morning, I really actually it's a little lower than this. What am I doing? Okay, activate this. We're down right below the VWAP. We're about 263.25. 263.25. That's going to bring us at 264, 264.50. What did I have? 265. Wait, it's too high. Actually, I'm going to leave it there for right now. Let's see what it does, and I'll keep an eye on it. And again, welcome everybody. Welcome to Active Trader. I am the Active Trader. This is my world, and you're now a part of it. All right, I'm going to put the contracts out in a second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Copy. Just doing my thing, you know. I was watching Deck, and all of a sudden he froze. I'm like, what's going on? I was just about to call him, and it finally came back on. So I didn't know if it was him or me. I mean, as far as me being frozen, I didn't even get to that point. It looked like I was okay, so I was going to figure it was him. Okay, there we go. That takes care of that one. Reopen this. Put this down to here. Trade caster, so I can keep an eye on the other room. And make sure that I have you guys on high def. I do. Okay, this one here. Let's go back in this lobby. Okay. There we go. And next one. I see Jay's live. That's good. I didn't get a chance to talk to him this morning. Okay. And that is pretty much the gist of it. Okay, let me pull down the contracts and I will put them in there. And if there's any other stocks with contracts that you're looking at, I can add it to my list and add that in and put the contract prices up for you if you want. Just give me the actual symbol of things that you're watching. All right, we got 436 is the actual put for. Why is this going in? Okay, for the put, for the SPY, and 437 for the call. Then we have SPX. Let me just open the top real quick. It should be right there. Opening today's, waiting for data, October 12th, which is 43.75. So I'm going to just change that to a 7 on the put, and that makes it 80. So from yesterday, it's changed $30. All right, and the date, I got to change the dates of the contracts to reflect today, which is the 12th. Then we're going to go to Friday's contracts, which is tomorrow. NVIDIA, we're looking at 475. Wow, what a big difference. 475, 475.0, and then you got 47250.5. Okay, and next one we're going to do, that was the put, is AMD. AMD, we're looking at 110. Wow, we're just right there at the money at 110 on AMD, and that would make 109 on the put. Okay, And then the next one we're going to do is Tesla, which is 263 would be 265. So let's go 265, 265 point. Oh, too many O's there. And then that would make that 260, 250, 2.5. Bang, 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 bang. Got it. And then the last one should be Meta. And Meta, we're looking at right now, is 320, let's see, 27, 28, 330. So we're looking at 330 on the call. And we're looking at 327.50 on the put, and that was tomorrow's contracts, and we're all set. And there you go. About time. You talking to me? No, that was yesterday. Okay, great. All right. And let's see what we got here. Now, I want to take a look because I really wasn't watching. I want to be totally honest with you. I was not watching this morning. I had it all up. I turned it on early. I had a package to get out I needed to do for eBay, and then I've been meaning to make these doctor's appointments, no excuses, but finally I had to make back-to-back with my wife's, and they made me call up twice, and I don't want to lose the appointment, so I spent some time on the phones this morning. All right, we're going to activate this down. We can see that the SPY is dropping. We're going to put this down to about 435.50 right now, all right, and that'll put this at 430, let's say 436. We'll just keep $1 in that channel, or for right now, if I think it's going to go back, I don't know what's going on, I'm being honest. 436.20, right below the VWAP. I'm satisfied with that. And what I will do at this point is I'm going to take the SPY for a second. I'm going to look. Here we go. For the high and low of the day. The high of the day being 437.33, which would be about right there. Oh, I hit it right on the nose, and I wasn't ready for it. Okay, 437.33. I can't make my real lines. 433. So you can see from here to here in the morning, there's your first step right there. So let's cancel the left. And then from here, you'll see right about there. From there was your second step, right? And let's cancel your left. And then from here down is a third step. So you see we've had 3 steps. There's probably more in between, but like I said, I wasn't here. And it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go by what I can see right now, right there. And let's cancel the left there and cancel the right here. Cancel the right. And really at this point, we don't need anything else. We don't even need these. And this here, we can just adjust. So when you do, it's actually there. So all I need to do is to cancel the right. All right, so you can see from the beginning of the day, we have step all the ways up. In fact, in the morning, you can see it went down. So there was a lot of step in between. So I'm just showing you how we get to that. And then from here, we take the bottom of the morning, which would have been 434. Actually, it's right now, 430, 498 would be right there. That's your bottom. I'm going to just take the 99 because getting that 1 cent. And then you got right now where we're at. And you can see the SPY is not holding at the moment. And we don't need this extra step at the moment, so I'll just get rid of it. I just wanted to show you how I actually achieve that, how I get there, and how I can see everything that's happening in my day. All right? Now, let's go back and put this here to there, and we're going to bring this down now. We can see our support. We're going to hope that we hold 435.25 at this point. So 435 and 25 cents brings it down to the 25. Why I'm still dropping, don't know. I'm going to still leave it right here at the bottom of the VWAP because right now I would say at 435 is our actual, I would say 434.95 is our target. So even if I can get it up there in time, and I just walked in, and I can look at this chart and say, I know where we're going. I know where we're going. It's going to be a new lower day, okay? It was 98 before. So if we edit this here, and I put here, I'm going to put in the lower target. And I hope you're getting this because if you see, I just walked in, and I'm able to walk in here and say, this is what I believe is going to happen. And it might just happen. All right, but right now we're still holding above 435, and we're going to make this green and say okay. And there's my lower target at the moment, right there. I'm just below the lower VWAP, which is right there, or just right at it. And I went by price because I know that 434.98 was my lower day, so I figured it could go down to 95. I think we just hit. Did we hit that? I don't even know. You know, I'm not watching. hold on. Let's go here and go back 2 minutes, okay? So let's go here and let's go back to, let's see, about 4. We got plenty of space to do that. There we go. Look at that. Oh 04. Oh, wow. 13. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at the one. There it is. 434.94. So I was right. I called it and it hit it while I was putting it up there. 93. So if I refresh my page now, it should show 93 and it shows 92. So you can see I put that low of the day at 95 and wham, it hit. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think you saw it too. All right, let's take the time and sales out of there. And if we continue to drop, then we all know that the next step down is going to be 75. That's our steps, 25, 50, 75. Let's just put the 75 in there. I hit that first one. I just walk in and I called it. And it's a perfect hit within 2 pennies in my direction. So there you go. I'm going to give myself a little round of applause there, a little pat on the back. I'm just messing with you. I got to mess with you a little bit, okay? I'm going to leave this for a couple on 3 minutes, or let's bring it back. We just wanted to see where we were at. Now, if we have a new low a day, that was our support there, then really we'd have to bring this here. Watch. We'd have to adjust this now and bring this down to there. It's almost a straight line, okay, because of where we were before. It's almost a straight line. We had, you know what? I think I can do it this way. Let's do this on edit. And on the bottom, it's going to be 93. And the top, before, it was 98. And that should give us the perfect where we're at. There you go. So now you can see we're descending here. And we got a slight descent here. And you can see we're still dropping for the low. Did you see the 78? 78? Did I hit my 75? So if you look, I called 70. There it is. There it is, 74, 73, 72. So I hit again. All right, so you can see we are descending. I'm just messing with the SPY at the very moment. I'm going to open this back up. And of course, 50 is the next one, and there it is. We're dropping very quick. I love when this happens. Great time to be into a put. Right now, if you're doing SPY, you want to be in a 434. 434. So we just dropped from the time I put these out there. We just went down to 434. And I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to copy this, and then I'll put the whole thing out there. I'm going to change this to 434 on the put. Let's say dot. All right, done. Okay, and then the other one will be 435 on a call if it decides to come back our direction. Okay, it might hold there at that spot. And then let's say if SPX change would be 43.55. It did, $20. Boy, you could have made some money right there. You would have made, hold on, $20. Let's see, 43.55, and then 40.60. So that was $20 right there. All right, so right this second, I just want to put up the new contracts for SPX. Boy, that was exciting. I just opened shop and bam, and I wasn't watching before, so it's not like I had an upper hand on this. But you can see this is still the same. Tesla did change. So Tesla now is about 262.35. I'm still there, 263, 262. We went back down $1. That's going to change the contract now to a 262. Let's see, on Tesla would be 262.50. That's correct, and 265. So we're still the same on the contract for Tesla. All right. So there you go. I just lowered that a little, and I'm going to bring down my resistance now that I can see exactly what it is. And I'm going to keep it just above, let's see, 260. I'm at 262.15. Let's say 262. So I want to be, it's probably just below, but I'm going to put it at 263. I'm going to just say 263.50. Let's see where that puts me and say, okay. Oof, that's too low. I guess that's what it really is. 253.50, and then we've got 262. So that's about right. It is actually correct. All right, and we're dropping on Tesla. And Tesla now is 260 on the put, and 260 on the put. I'm going to pull the contracts one more time. Copy. And we got 260. Let's see, this one here was, let's see if I can do this to here. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. 430, and 434. I'm changing the contracts and I'll re-put them up. And then I've got 65. What did I say? 60, 60, and 55, and 55. That one, 60, 60, 60. Just bear with me a second. 60. There it is. Come on. I can't get it to stop. 60. 60, 55, 43, 55, and 434 SPX. 43, what did I say? 60. 60. I got too many numbers in here somewhere. 43, 55. All right, that's it. I got an extra P. That's what I got. I knew something was wrong. All right, I got that. I'm just going to pull them over one more time. NVIDIA, did it drop? 472 is 475. I'm going to leave that one where it's at. It's at the money. And we got AMD, which actually is the same 109, 110 at the money on the put. Tesla is correct. And let's see, what do we got here for Meta? Did Meta change? Meta is 327.50 and 330. You know what? 327.50 and 3. It's still correct, but it's right at the money. I like it. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay? And I'm going to just take this away. Really. It's all right. I can leave it like that. And SPY is still dropping. So as you can see right now, our next step down is going to be about 430. You know, we're looking for a long term here. 430, 425 is about to hit. So let's just say 434 is going to be our ultimate target right there, which is probably going to hit. And then we got here at 430, 425. Look at the difference. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. This is amazing. Now, the question is why? 1243, stocks are mixed. That was 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes. It's almost 30 minutes ago. So why is all this happening? That's the big question. This line moved. So I'm going to take this. Right now, I'm just going to remove this. All right, I'll keep this one here. And then we'll just use this one here and activate it. Come on. And I'm going to bring it down to 25. 434. 25. And we'll use that one right now as your bottom trend line and support right there. That's going to bring this down to 435.25. That's another $1 that this has dropped. 35.25. Bam. All right. Everything else is pretty good. Tesla did come down a little bit, so we're going to move that. Tesla, activate it. This is all to keep me busy. This is what I get for coming in late, right? My punishment. Ha! Okay, so what do we got here? 55, 55, 55. I'm going to leave it right there. It's probably 60, but I'm going to, let's say, 60. 260 to 60. There you go. I'll just leave that for right now. This is still trying. NVIDIA is still trying to drop. 470.75 would be the next step. 470. 470. 470. 65. We're at 50. All right. We're at 470.50 here. There you go. Boy, what is going on, folks? Can somebody tell me? Is somebody watching the news? Besides what's going on worldwide in Israel and the Gaza and all that good stuff. Right now, you can see that looking at FinViz, okay, you can see that, let me move this like this, take this like that, boom. You can see that we're 177 down for the day, 63. We're red across, listen to this, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, but yet there's still a lot of green. Looking at Apple, NVIDIA, Amazon. So with Visa, MasterCard, that's not MasterCard, is it? MasterCard, yeah, I guess it is. Meta, there's still a lot of green going on. I'll get to these in a second. VS, look at the jump on VS. What happened to that stock from yesterday? Disappeared. The one that was doing so good. Does anybody remember what stock that was? I could probably find it in my watch list. I don't think I took it away. Not PRZO, MTNB, TPST. One of these stocks yesterday, remember, it went like 2,000% for the day. It obviously came all the way back. Somebody made a lot of money on that actual MTNB. Was that the one? Somebody must have made a lot of money. 26 cents. It came all the way back down. That's got to be the one. Easy to borrow, too. Oh, here's my pill. Wow. There's another hit on the SPY. 434 for a split second. Hit and then came. Thank you. TPST. Thank you, Clay. TPST was up, what 2,500%? So where is it? TP, right there. Okay, so it's back. Oh, still up there, even though it's down for the day. And you see, you can't borrow on that one. It's hard to borrow. So it's a 50-50. When you're in Thinkorswim, don't worry about what shorts cost. What you want to do, if you want to short it, just go for it. If it's going to work, it'll work. If it's not, I learned that a long time ago. Don't worry about the cost because Thinkorswim, Ameritrade is very inexpensive on all shorts. The only thing is you won't be guaranteed to get it a second time. That's it. So here you go. You can see we're falling below the 434. I've hit at least 3 targets on the way down. You should be in a 433 put right now. Why are we dropping? Boy, we could see a 430 day here. We could really, let's see, we're going to put this down and we're going to edit my target. And let's say just for right now, 433.50. I'm not saying we're going to hit, but there's always a possibility. We've hit so far three. Uh-oh, I lost it. I hate when that happens. All right, let's go back. I hate when that happens. I lost it altogether. Okay, edit. Let's make it green. Let's make a choppy line. Let's make it do not on the right. Let's make it 433.50. I'll find the other one someday. And then this one we're going to put lower target. The rate we keep going, there you go. There's your target. Let's just put it to the left. And let's say right now our support is right there at about 433.90. All right. I don't know if the low was. Let's see. What was the low for the day now? Was 433.84. So I'm going to go 85 is my, I like that number better anyway. 434.85 is now going to be my support. And this is very much in a realm. All right. Now, if we look from here, let's take this out. Let's put this here. And if we go from the low this morning right over here, I don't remember what it was exactly. I think it was like 92, but I'm not going to get it. And then we can put this right here. You can see we are still descending right there. Come on. And let's cancel my left to the timeline. So you can see we're still pulling down. We probably have another step down, which shows even a further decline, but I'm going to leave it from just about where it's at right now. And you can see we're declining here and we're descending here. And that shows that we're not done. So it reminds me a little of yesterday when it kept going back up and then back down. But each time it was causing lower lows on all these. So even if we go and get out of the 3 minute for a second now, let's go to 2 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. All right. All right. So you can see where it's forming the lower lows. And right here we have the first bounce. That's your first bounce at the 85. But we're going to have to see if that even holds. All right. So we're going to take it from right about here and see what happens. You have the same thing here. See the bounce right here on NVIDIA. Your bounce was about 75, 470.75. And then here on Tesla, you had your bounce down at about, let's even put it down to, I can't tell, but I'm going to guess and just say 35. Let's just say I could be off. Is that a comma? If it is, it'll disappear on me. There we go. Gotta watch that stuff. There you go. That's perfect, which is the bottom VWAP. We did have a little bit lower right there at 261.11. And if I go check Tesla for a second, it shows me that it was, wow, days range 260. Let me see if that's right. Maybe from yesterday. 260.95. And 260.95. And I have 261, 260.95. So that was right there. There it is. We have lower this morning. Had to be lower this morning. We must have started off, let's say, 260 right there. So there it is from this morning. 260 There's your low at 260. What did I say? 260.95 right there. And then we hit that there it is. I was just going to say we're going to hit a new low of the day, and bam, I go over to show you where we started, where we're at, and there it is. Okay. And if we put this into a 3-minute right now, then I can go. Let's see if I can get it all in there. Oh, I don't want that was negative. Positive. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think I can see the whole thing. It has to be 4 minutes or 5. I need to put a 4-minute in here. I like 4-minute. You know? You got 4 minutes, and what would you do if you have 4 minutes till your life was done? All right, so we take this here, and you'll see, if we start from this morning, bam, and then we bring it to low here, which is 79, so we do, hold on, yeah. And then we'll edit this, yeah, I like this. So it's, what did I say, 79, and the top was, I think it was 260 this morning, and 95 cents was the bottom. Yeah, I still had it up there, so it's correct. So I do this, and now I got my exact. The only thing I want to do is cancel my left, so you see exactly where I started. And now I can go from my top of day, which brings from here to here, but really now we're from here, and we've got the downward, all right? Just keep it just ahead of that 13 exponential, right there, like that. And just cancel left. All right, so you can see here, we're pretty almost flat across here, but we still have a large decline. And if it's following anything to do with the SPY, what it's doing, then, and I want to put it back to the 1 minute and open it up. 1, 2, okay, that's good. And just bring this back to the hand. I don't make any big mistakes. So you can see here, we came, here was our top. Okay, it changes a little bit. I mean, I can activate it and edit it a little bit and just bring it over a little bit where it's right about there. It's perfect. And really, this needs to come down here. So it's a little different on the 1 and the 3 minutes. So let's activate that, and then you'll see this. So what I want to do is keep it right in front of the 13 exponential. All right, I don't care where it is on the bottom, as long as I can get to it. And then here, if this is my trend, I want to keep this extended to the right. So I have support, and then I have my trend, which are almost the same at this point. The only difference is my support is really at about 260.75. I mean, we're at 79.85. Yeah, well, I mean, we're right there. We're right there. Let's just say we're not there yet. 260.85. But it's almost a straight line, one on top, and I don't like that. And when that happens, I'll just keep the support. Look, it's still dropping, still dropping. We just hit 68, 68. So what I want to do now is I want to activate my trend line, and I'm going to bring that one down just a little bit. Oh, look at it, still dropping, still dropping. So if I do this now, I can put this one down. It went down to a low of, let's see, I can tweak it. Just look at the low of the day, 45. So right here I had 43. So I know I got an exact number of 45. And the other one is my top of the day when it hit the bottom. All right, that was back in the beginning of the day when we hit that first low. So you can see we have a slight descending here, but we have a large descending here. So you can see from 1243 till now, this stock, if you were in a put, and if you were in a 260, 250 put before, like I put on the board, what did I have? I had 260, 250. You look at the money you would have made, all right? You would have made over $2.50 times how many shares you would have had. That would have been a nice contract. Anybody get in that? Anybody take advantage? Boy, oh boy, that was a good one. Real good one. That was real good. Okay. Phew. Wow, that happened so quickly, didn't it? Didn't want to stop. I haven't even touched my top one. Right now, SPX is even lower, about 43, 45. Another $10 down. So you can see even on SPX, we were at 80 before. I think, 80, 85. So we moved $30 just on the SPX. Can you imagine? $30 would have been right there. $30, 500 shares, $1,500. Easy money. Easy money. Has anybody been making some easy money right now? Somebody tell me what you're doing. Put it on the board. What contract did you get in? How many contracts did you have, and which contract did you take? And are you out of it now? or you think we're still going to drop, okay? Because at the rate we're going, we could see, I don't know, 432.50. So if we go back, let's just put this into a 5-minute realm for a second. All right, and then 432.50, that's what I said. Let's go across, and what do we got? 433.18, we're almost there. 433.18, and I don't think go any further. I'd have to go 2 days, which would be 5-day in 15 minutes. And let's say, right there, 432. I said 432.50. I think I said that yesterday. It was about the same thing. That was my low area. It didn't really ever hit. And here you have 433. The next is 432.50. That's what we're looking at. We're all in agreement? It's back to a minute. Anybody wake up yet? And my lower target here, let's see. We'll go like that, which still shows a larger descent at the moment. Okay, and my lower target again was we already hit it at 433.56. I already hit it at, let's see, I think I hit it. Hold on, 433.29, 433.44. So that already was a hit on the lower target of 433.50. All right, so let's see. I think we're still dropping. Let's bring it down even lower. Let's just shoot for 433. Let's just say that is our target, and that's where I believe that that traders are going to want to bring this down to. Okay, so actually, if we take this away for right now, let's remove this. That's my upper trend. But what I want to do is I'm going to make another one. Come on, come on. Thought I had it. I thought I had it. Then I don't. Right here is the bend. Right there. And then you go to here, right in front of the 13 exponential. Come on, that's fine. And then I want to cancel my left. So you can see here, you can see what's happening here. I have a total descending still. We are still dropping. So regardless, if we come back up to the 13, let's open this a little bit more. Let's take this out. Put the arm. Let's raise this up. And now even if we come back up, we'll come back up to about, well, that's no longer my support. My support now is about 433.25. 433, let's say even 35. It's right there. And if that's the case, 433, and we've got 434 and 35. Let's keep it the $1 for right now. Actually, let's just make it 50. Make it a little bit more in case it seems to come up a little bit. There you go. That's what we look like right now. Look at NVIDIA, still dropping. There's your target right there, 468 target. And 468 target, we're at 469.25 now. We're at 469.25 means 468.25. Support at 469.50. Yeah, we're about, that right there. That's your target here and support. And then here you can see that our resistance now is back down to, if it's 468, it'd become 470. It'd be right below the VWAP. There you go. Well, it's right there. It's right there. Let's say 45. I think that might put us right on. It is just right above, but I think it's right below. Right below. It's actually around 472. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Let's see, what do I got here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 472. Easy. 469. That's about $2. It's got to be below. All right. Does that make sense? You all with me? Wow. What happened here? So real estate. Let's see. Oh, here was the TPST from yesterday. See that? What's this one? This is Tesla. Down for the day. Meta. Down for the day. SPY. Down for the day. NVIDIA is the only one positive for the day. And SPX is down for the day. Okay. All right, let me make sure this is... You getting any feedback from me at all? How about now? I had one of them up. It should have been down, but my speaker was down, so I don't know if you were getting it. Buy target. You know what? I'm reading something over in trade, and what do you call it? And Deck didn't put it in mine at, let's see, that was at 121. How come he forgot me? He didn't come into me. But it said, all right, no, he didn't come in. But it said that he thought, I'm going to copy it because he didn't come in and give it to me. That's the way he is. He doesn't love me anymore. But he wrote that he thinks that our target is 432, and with an explanation, so he's not sure. Okay, I said that I thought it was 432.50. So you can see what I'm saying to you is right on. Approaching low of day from yesterday, bounce possibly there for, and ASNF is saying 430.20. So we're all somewhere between what Deck said and what I'm saying, and there you go. And I'll take the 432 approaching low of day from yesterday. The low of day from yesterday, I didn't know it was that low. I thought it was 433.20. You wrote 432.20. Let's see. Lower day of yesterday was right here, and that was at 433.15.20. So you're not correct, ASNF. That should say 433.20, not 4. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it does say 433.20. I am so sorry. Okay. I apologize. I'm seeing things in my head. You did put that right. It was 433.20. I'm saying it's going to be 432.20 to 432.50 could possibly be our target at this point. And right now our low of the day is 433.13. And I told you that the low right now would be 433. I'm within 13 cents. How am I doing? You laughing at me? I'm sorry. You know what, though? I'm looking with one eye because if you see this eye, it's half closed. I need to do one thing. I got to put a drop in there. I can't see. I'm with one eye. One eye. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right, that should open up my eye. It's a special stuff that I buy. It's about $2. Let's say two. You get 45 packages. You get 90 hits. 90 cost me $2.50. It's about almost $2.50 a package every day just to keep my eye open. It cost me almost $30-40 a month just to keep my left eye open. I agree with the target with you. Just started a bounce. Could possibly happen. Absolutely, but unlikely. And I say unlikely because I think we're still dropping. So right here, 259.43. So let's take our support and say right now that we have support around 259.45. 259.45, right? 259.45 right there. And then, of course, we got this, which is, we want to bring this, that shows our descent right there. That should say, you know what? That should say lower target. I forgot to put it in there. Edit that, and yeah, it says trend line. So that's my trend. Oh, it's not my lower target then, it's my trend. I didn't put a lower target on this. It's got to be the trend line for the whole day. Let me see where I'm at. It is. It's the trend line. I took the top one. Yeah, there it is. There's your crisscross. So let's do that and bring it a little tighter like this. That's really what we're looking at. That's why I opened it up a little bit. You see, there's coming from the top and then coming from the beginning of the day to here at 259.43. So really, you take this, you edit this, you see what it says? 259.43. Put the 43 in there, and boom, puts it right where it belongs. So when you can't get it just right, like me, when you're old and you just can't get it, anyway. And then like here, we got 432.96. Can't, there's so many lines, but this is the one. 439, 432. See, 432. That's all wrong. It just moves since I haven't changed it. 432 and 96. That's going to put my descending right on the spot where it belongs. That already hit my lower target of 433. So I hit again. That's almost 4 hits already since I opened up shop here at about 11. What was it? 1 o'clock. So that's amazing. It's not all me. It's just I called it, I saw it, and I saw it happening, and I jumped in, and I've just been right. But my support now, it puts me at 433. So let's say if we continue, all right, and I think there's a chance, unless we bounce here, which is possible. I'm going to say let's go to 432.50, which I think is going to be my ultimate target. All right, which I called for yesterday for today. I did, and let's say my support now is 433, which it is, and it's at right now, and that's going to put my resistance at 434. You see that? Because we always try to keep $1 in, and we went down another 50 cents, and there it is. So there's my support, my resistance. There's my support. There's my lower target, and there's my trend. All right, my trend here is still the same. The only difference is you want to take this when you activate it. Just bring it each time. Hold on. You just want to drag it just right, and try to keep it right in front of. Try to keep it right in front of the 13 exponential, because that's where we're moving. You want to keep. We could bring it right to the stock itself, but I want to keep it right there. So we just don't need to be exact. We need to have an approximation of the angle that we're on, and that'll show us the squeeze. And right here, we're looking at the squeeze in here. All right, this is where we're looking at immediately. So we know whatever it drops and it comes back up, we know it at this time. Look what it's doing. You see the 13 exponential? Look at the 13. We have not gone above that 13. So if there's a drop, it comes back towards the 13. But you see, this is the cloud. You see the cloud? We're really more at the 9 or 10 day, because the bottom of the cloud is 9 days and the top of the cloud is 21 days. Now you can adjust that. You can open it up. See what I did? I clicked on the cloud. And there's the 9 and 21. I can make this 8. I can make it 10. I can make it whatever I want, and I'll change the size of the cloud. I prefer the 9 and 21. Some people like 5 and 15, and they don't use a 13. Okay? That's up to you. There's no right or wrong. There's only what works for you. Okay? And what works for me is just a suggestion for you. I'm not telling you it's the only way you can do things. You can do whatever. I hope you'll take a little from me, a little from Deck, a little from AK-47, a lot from Kush, and a little from, Taylor Trader, and everybody who wants to tell you, and then make your own decision on you, because this is about you becoming your own trader. That's what this is about. All right, let me just see what's going on out here. All right. I should make my. Oh, he took my advice. Oh no, he didn't. It's still in there. I tried to tell. I talked to him on the phone, and so I see it's only when I'm on the chart. When you put your mouse on his chart, what happens is Ultimate Millionaire Challenge clicks on there, and you can't see what stock. But I see now, if it come off of it, you can see it. But the minute I open it up, my mouse is on there somewhere. It's no good. It blocks it. I didn't like that. I told him. But that's up to him. He can do what he wants. I'm just trying to help him as a friend to a friend. Meanwhile, he's got 70 people in there. So, agree with the target. You just stated a bounce. Look at him. He's kicking ass. Good for him. It's my brother. I'm going to meet him one day. I really like him. That's J Trades. We've known each other for so many years, and we talk on the phone. We get along great. And he respects me. I always send everybody over. When I close my room, I always send everybody to his room, because he's doing options. He's doing the right thing. He's very handy. He's become Deck's right-hand man, boy, whatever. I should do all that stuff for Deck, but I've kind of taken a step back a little bit, and he knows it, and I feel it, because I'm not getting what I used to get. But that's okay. It's all good. It is. It's all good. I don't know. It may come a day where I may decide to. I've been offered a really good job, and I can still do some of this. I can't do the live streaming, but we'll see. It's a chance to make over $100,000 a year for sure. I just want to make sure how real it is. I don't like hurting people. A lot of people in phone rooms out there don't care about who they hurt. They just care about what they line their pockets with. I'm not that guy. I'd rather stay home. I'm not going to starve. I may not be traveling around the world. Right now, it's very dangerous, and tomorrow is the kind of day you want to stay home. You could see bombs go off in malls in the United States. They're telling jihad to group and to march. And I do believe everybody has the right to freedom of speech, but I don't believe that you have the right to put Hamas on a pedestal for killing babies and women and innocent people. You know what? What if it was your mother, your father, your little sister, your baby? You know, people don't get it, but I'm not going to get involved. I did take off a lot of stuff I put on Facebook in the last 2 weeks. I got a phone call from a relative this morning, but she's Democrat, and we don't think alike in that aspect. And I told her, you're not vocal, and I am. Difference is, I believe that if you're not willing to take a stance for something, then you're definitely going to fall for anything. And she lives in Pennsylvania, and she voted for that guy who thinks it's okay to go to Congress in a pair of shorts. Yeah, you will, because you'll find a lot of Jews there, and they're conservative. They'll be on one side of the street, but tomorrow is going to be a dangerous day, and people could get killed in this country. There could be an outright. We're getting very close to some sort of a revolution and a civil war in this country. I believe. How much more can we take? What do I do with this? I need this for tomorrow. Like, right? I don't know if anybody else sees it that way. I don't see that this country's in a very good way, and hasn't been for a long time. Ever since they stole the election from my president, he would have cleaned this. This never would have happened. We might have been there, and inevitably, this is all going to happen. But it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's for sure. And Blinken, I have no respect for that guy. I'm glad to see that he's in Israel finally. And instead of making stupid comments saying that our biggest threat is global warming, now he understands the actual what's really going on around us. So, no, you won't find a Republican on the side of Hamas, but you'll see them on the other side of the street, ready, and they're bearing arms. Remember? So, I don't want to see any violence in this country. I live in a place where two of the guys that blew up 9/11 came right out of Boca Raton, Florida, got on a plane to New York and were part of that catastrophe. And they were practicing to learn how to fly right down here. They're everywhere. They're all around us. They have cells. If you ever watch NCIS in San Francisco, when they talk about these sleeper cells for Russians and this, that, it still exists. Don't be fooled and think that the Cold War is over. It ain't over. All right, enough with politics. I'm not here to sway anybody's mind or tell you what to think. You know what? You'll do a very good job on your own. You got yourself here, and I'm glad you are. Okay. Let's see. Anything else that we need to look at? I'm looking at. I'm right in the channel. Resistance for Meta is about 227. 227. Let's see. Just leave it at 227. Not gonna work? That works. Okay. And AMD, we have resistance at about 109.50. That'll work for me. And then I want to take a quick look at Finviz for a second. And I want to put in my watch list up here. And I want to add a few stocks up here for the day. Or anybody sees anything that's really happening, put them on the board. So let's see. VS is on the top. Let's just stick it in there. EDSA is on the top. EDSA. That seems familiar. I know that stock. MNTS. I know that one. MNTS. What else? We got MNTS. BSQR. Is that still there? BSQR. 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 I can always take them out. So put them in. LL. Watch. LL. And then I got JAGX. Last one. So I put them all in. I just take all the top ones. JAGX. Got them in there. Now, I will remove this. I'm going to go to my two chart system, which is here. I'll leave this one the way it is, so we can keep an eye on the SPY. All right. And then here, I have this in that, so I can bring my watch list and go from the top. And I can see VS. Let's see. And VS has been going down, so it's really not doing anything. And it's under the VWAP and nothing really happening with it. I can't short it, so no matter what, and it's a cheap penny stock, I'll get rid of it. MTS, so I just click this and it should bring it up. And this one here is still going up. Absolutely the one you should be keeping an eye on with 129%. What I need to do is somebody put it on the board. I can bring it up in, let me see something real quick. I can bring it up and then I can tell you everything on the statistics. Otherwise, I'm just have to put them all in there. So hold on. That's MNTS space. So that one, look at the climb. Look at the climb. It's still going. So that one is definitely MNTS, definitely a great stock. You don't need at that price. You don't need options for that. Okay, here, this one here has been coming down since it finally hit its high. So I don't have much interest. And share-wise, the volume is very low, and it's not trade. It's up 89%. Unless you can short it, there's really not much you can do with it. Next one is BSQR. Another one you can see very sporadic in its movement. When I see that, I don't like what I see that. That's all Chop City, and I don't deal with stocks like that very well, so I'll just get rid of that one. Go to the next one, which is LL, or is it JAG? JAGX. Let's go to JAGX, and this one here has been coming down. So unless you can short JAGX, which says hard to borrow, so keep an eye on it, see what it's going to do. If you can short it, great. LL, you'll see here. This one, very choppy and sporadic as far as the volume. Right now, very low volume. I wouldn't mess with this stock here. And let me see. And I'm looking at LL. Easy to borrow. So when it goes back up again, I might want to short it. I'll keep an eye on it. PRZ, another one I'll keep an eye on. It's hard to borrow. You'd have to wait till it comes up. I don't see much volume in here either. So if I look on the top there, 29 has more volume than the other one. Let me see. TUP is from yesterday. Top. Still in the positive, but it's coming down. I don't see much happening with Tupperware at the moment. That's a stock. It is Tupperware, isn't it? TUP? I think it is. Yeah, Tupperware. That's a stock you can watch from time to time. You can make money on that. Then I got AMD and Amazon. And that's it. And that's what I want to look at. What was the good one? It wasn't JAG. EDSA. I said to keep an eye on probably Mints. And it's still going up. And there you go. So let's close this down. And let's keep an eye on MTS. And just remember, $5 is the third highest place for any stock to get over for the first time. Now, I don't know. I put that up there so I can click on it. And now I can go to MNTS and I can see it's up $2.30. It's got a float of only 1.9 million. That's why it moves like it does. And if I go back, I can see that 1.9 million, and 22 hours ago, it had news. All right, so copy that there, and I'm going to put, watch, MNTS, 1.9 million float and news, 22 hours ago. There's your news, okay? So you can go look that one up. I don't need it in there twice. And the news did say that Momentus to provide delivery service for ride to space. So it's a space stock out of California, Momentus. Okay, U.S. commercial space company for satellite buses and transportation. Very nice. Okay. I'm so impressed. But that's what it is. All right. And that's how quick you can figure out what something is or what something isn't. Is just go there, go to Yahoo Finance, and you can see right here. Let's go back to my 3 now. And you can see there's been some movement here in the SPY. So I want to take this part here. I want to activate that. And I'm going to bring this up a little bit to there. So I'm going to bring it right up to the top. And then my new low, I hit here. So I can go here and edge there. And it's 432. And I can just bring it to 64. Just lower that right there. Exact. That's exactly where it hit. I can't see it, but that's where it hit. 64. That's where I put it. So if I open this up real quick and I edit, you'll see the 64. And that's why I got that exact. Now, as far as my right now 432.85, my supports come down. We're below 433, so I'm going to say that we're at 432.75 is now my support. All right, and that's what we keep hitting, and we hit there, and then we come back, and we want to see if we can hold this. Right now, I can leave this alone. I can bring it down. If I do, it becomes 430. I said 432.75 becomes 433.75. So I can just lower this. We always want to keep $1 approximately in the distance between the resistance and the support. All right, you all with me? Everything else pretty much the same. You see there's a new low here, 250.93. So no matter where we're at on this is what did I say? 258.93. So that went down quite a bit from where we had it before. So we just want to go 258. This is much easier than opening it, adjusting it, and you know what? Just edit it. This is much better. Bingo. So you see, we have a larger angle, and then you could see there was a slight push up. Now this one here, and there you go, new lower day once again. So right there, and again 258.81. All I got to do is go in there now, and I can just keep it. It's too bad you can't write into it to the software that when it changes in here automatically. I wish I could talk to them and see about if they could do that. But right now, that's going to bring a 259. I think is still our support. Even though we've come down a few times, 259 to me looks like it's still support, and that makes 261. I always like to leave about $2 in here, and there's 263. Let's bring that down to 261. So you can see we're way below the VWAP, and you can see what's happening. Everything is on a descending. I took it out of NVIDIA, but it too is on a descending. From top to bottom, it's all descending. All right, so everything is continuously going down. And what did I say? 432.50. You remember? Remember my lower target? Where is it? There it is, 432.50. I'm 14 cents away from my fourth hit since I opened up shop at 1 o'clock. If it hits. And I think it will, don't you? I called 432 end of day, 432.50. It might even be lower at the rate we're going. This is amazing. All right, 25. What is our low of the day here on NVIDIA? So if I go up to NVIDIA, MMN, Momentous, Tesla, Meta, here we go. Our low of the day is base range 4666, 466.60. So here, 466.60, that's support. What are we at? Oh, we're back up to 468. Okay, that can't be. On a 1 minute? That looks lower. So it must have been earlier. It must have been earlier we were that low. So 468, I still think is our support here. What do I got? Let's raise this up. I went too low. 468 support. We're at that right now. Bam. And with the VWAP being the resistance, if it should come back up. Look at this. 57. I'm 7 cents away. All right, 7 cents away. So my support's no longer at 75, is it? Nope. So even that's down to about 65. 65. Ready? There we go. Let's see what happens now. We are so close. I'm 7 cents away. And we said 432. I was right on. It was a good call. How many people here, traders, how many of you took my target and got into a put and are still in it? It's still good. Let's put the once more, since it's out of sight, which is good, which means you folks are writing some stuff in here, which is nice. I like the participation. Clay, it's good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Let's put it back in here. And let's go one more time. And we've got 432, another $2, another $2, and 433 on the call for we got 43.40 now. So if you were still, that's another $15 on the put, okay, and that makes 45. That's still another $15 on the put side for SPX. That's amazing. And now we've got NVIDIA. NVIDIA is wow, 467. Let's see, down $5, 467.50, and that brings 467 becomes 470 on the call. We're not going to do that. 467.50. That's another $5. AMD now down to 108, so it's another dollar. Doesn't move as fast. 108 and 109, so it's another dollar down. So it's been about $3 since we started with that one today. And now we've got Tesla showing us, wow, this is another $5 or more. So you've got about 260. You got 260 now as your call, and we're going to change this one to 257.50. And then the last one I'm going to do for right now, unless you guys give me another one, is Meta. I'll do all the ones you want if you're trading them. 226 is 327.50. Okay, 0.5 delete, and that makes it 325. Doom doom, and one more to there, and 325. Got it. Okay, here is the contracts. Right now, if you're not in one and looking to get in one, this is the contracts. They're just out of the money. So even at 157 in the afternoon, let's look at all products, okay? And here we're looking at SPX. So you'll see right now you're 39. That's as low as I'd want to go on my Delta, with still your Theta a lot more than 2 to 3 times. Also here, you'll see you got 50 here on the put. That's where you want to be anyway. So get the calls. 43.40, you're at 49 on the Delta, and your Theta is still pretty high. You don't have to worry. Now, if I go to the SPY, a lot of you I know don't do SPX. You do the SPY. Come on. All right, doesn't want to listen. You got 432. You're at 43 on the Delta, and you're at more than 3 times. That's where you want to be. 4812 is 120. They say, I once put it out there, I'll have to find it, that you should always be 2 to 3 times more than your Delta on your Theta. It'll start dropping at 3. Now, at 3, you'll have to worry about what contract you want to see. So if right now we went down to 431, let's say, all right, you'll be looking at a 431. You'll look at your Delta. Don't even worry about your Theta. You're going to get in and out. If it changes just so much in the wrong direction, then get out and take a small loss. If it goes in your direction, you take profits quickly after 3 o'clock. Are you with me? You guys with me? So don't have to listen. I don't agree with Deck on that part, okay? And I don't agree with going out. I am an ODTE trader, which means I am 1 day till expiration today, and I don't need, unless I want to go long term and I think it's continuously, I don't have enough money in my account that I want to worry about the fact that I can lose a lot of money overnight and have no control. The only way you have control is if you do some sort of vertical spread or you do some sort of straddle, okay? And for most of you, I would stay away. There's the hit. There we go. One more time. We hit, again, 432.50. And like I said, I'm going to edit this down. And my target now is going to be 432 because we're already at the 432.25. There's my hit right there. We're actually, it would be 432.25. And you can see my support now is 432, okay? And 35. There's my support at the moment. And 432. And that game. And you know what? Remember I called 432? So far, I'm right on target. And the only thing that's really moved here is this. We just want to activate it and keep it in front of see the 13 exponential right there? Keep it right in the front of it. And then this one here, you see the low says 430, edit it, trend line, and change it. See it says 64? Just make it 35. That was your low, and it'll automatically adjust the line. So it's coming down. You can't see it, but there's a low in here somewhere that's touching, and this should be right on it. It should be. 432 says 432.35, and let's see, it starts 434.99. That's the top one here, which is about right there. 432. What does it say? 430. It says 434.99. I don't know, but I'm just going to keep it where it's at. And then here we can just change this one. That's my resistance, which also comes down. We're keeping it at $1, so we're going to keep that at 35. Big question is, are we going to see that 432? It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. We have 2 hours left to the end of the day, and the markets are still dropping. Taking a guess, I'm going to say 150. What are we at? Wow, I was way off. 289. That's because I wasn't with it this morning. And when you're with it from the beginning, believe me, you know exactly. But look, remember how green we were before? I said, look at all these stocks that are still green, not any longer. So everything pretty much except for AVGO. What is that? Technology. AVGE. Let's see if I can still find it. Open this up. There it is. So it's Broadcom. It's like Avgo would be like Comcast. Nvidia, Avgo. I'm not. Oh, semiconductors. Okay, they're still doing really well, and that's doing some of these stocks are doing good. Adobe, that's 3 days in a row. Adobe's still doing very well. Okay, so I like this because I like to be able to open this and see, and you can look at other stocks like Avgo. So let's say I'm going to go back for a second, and let's take AVGO. All right, let's bring this down. Let's go into my products. And you can say, let me see, what is Avgo? So we know it's AVGO. It probably has, there it is, October 13th, Friday's contracts tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Relatively inexpensive. And you can see it's doing well. But you know what? Maybe tomorrow it's going to reverse. And you may want to start looking at a put. So I'd say, okay, well, that's something I'd say, you know what? Let me go to next week's contract. That's the 20th. 13.7 is 20. But it's a little expensive. But if I do a put, I'm paying $15. It's a lot of money to outlay. It's only $8, $9 today, but I only have to the end of today. All right, or I have to the end of tomorrow. You could take this contract, you have till tomorrow right there. So if you think it's going to come back down, you can go for the put and you're 44. If it does start coming back down, then what happens is your delta is going to go up higher, higher, and higher. So a stock like this, you need to go and say, okay, let me look at the volume and the open interest. And you see this? There's plenty of interest and there's plenty of contracts that you don't have to worry about the volume, because there are some stocks, they have options, but you get into them and then you try to get out, you're up and nobody's there to buy them. So be careful of that. That's what your volume and open interest is. Good lesson. Good lesson. I know people, they're not here any longer, but they have lost money because they went to stocks that were cheap and they went and did options and they lost their ass. They actually made money on the option, but they lost money. Okay, 257.91. You see how much this one came down? 257.91. That's going to bring that one down. Bam. And then here there was a little bit of push up. I want to just move it up a little bit, so I bring this and bring it to the front of the 13 like that. And now I can see my whole thing. But the only thing that's changed here too is I've got support now at 257.85. So I want to change that. It went down not much, but it went down 85. I want to put that in there. And if that's the case, then this, remember we always put $1.25. So 257, 258, 259. So we'll bring this down because I hadn't changed it in a while. Let's say 259, and I'll just go leave it a little bit more, make 25 cents in there. It's not necessary, you could have done that. But you see where it lines up on the top here? That's about where it is, which is, look at that. Lower than, it's right at the, this becomes the lower view up, becomes now your resistance point. All right, it's pretty cool stuff. And this, my system has worked. And a lot of you that are doing it are making money with it. I know because a lot of you write me on the side and you thank me and say, you know, hey, wow, I got active trade. I've been trying your formula using the active steps. And I just want to thank you. It's working for me. Okay. Let's just bring this down here. That's our support. I'm going to bring it down there. And then our resistance now is going to be below. We need more, but I'm going to go about $1.50 here because of the way it's dropping. And what do we say? I can't see it. I need to see it. I need to see it. 466. So that's going to bring us to about 468. Let's just say 469. It's probably a little less than that. Let's say 875. What am I at? 86789. That's okay. We should be close. It's very tight. I don't like to make NVIDIA this tight. Okay. But it actually is good. It's right about there at 85. And you could be as high as... That's good. I'm going to leave it. Let's see what it does. It's dropping a little anyway. You can see it said 85. Now I think it's 75. So that's good. That'll give me the difference right there. It'll give me a little bit more in the channel. All right. And then here again. There. You see this 432? Did I call this? How long ago did I call this? When it was 433.75, 434, and it was still dropping. I said to you guys, I see 432. Is that good enough to call it a hit? You tell me. All right. 432. There it is. There's my low. That's what I called. All right. And that is our support right now. Is 432 is my support. All right. And if we continue and we don't hold here, then there it is. There it is. Then my lower target now is going to be 431.50. It's 431.75 first, but I'm going to say 50, 55. Let's go 55. All right. Let's see. It may hold here. I don't know. I don't know. 433, and this would be 430, 432, 433. There you go. I called it. So that's 5 for 5 so far. So everything I've said has happened is come to fruition. Yes? No? Indifferent? Can I go home now? I made you your money. I can leave. Right? Am I excused? I didn't eat my chili yet. Can I go make a little chili? It's 2:07. They said it would happen around 2 p.m. Unreal. Yeah, I did. I did say that. You can go back and listen to the tape. So, wow. It was an excellent call. I'm sorry I missed from this morning. I was so busy. But you see, when I concentrate on doing this stuff, I have two things I can do. I can do this for myself, and I'm always right on, and I make money. I can call it for you, not trade, and it'll always be right for you. But the minute I start trading and calling it for you guys same time, I'm doing so much that I sometimes lose. And the reason is I start chasing, and that's the worst thing. Okay? Everything is dropping. The markets are dropping. And I told you before earlier, I said there's a good chance by tomorrow we'll see 430. And I have a feeling we could see it today at this rate. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Do you think so? Do you think ASNF? ASNF. What do I know that? What does that stand for? Let's see. ASNF. ASNF. So, a son never forgets. Oh, Men of Honor. Okay. Men of Honor, why didn't you say that? A son never forgets. The family. 3. Very good. Okay. Men of Honor. Did I get that right? See, that's the way I think. I look at everything. I figure out people's names. I got Zach Hopper. I got his phone number and called. We spoke. Just as I got his number, he gave it to me. But I got it. We had the most unbelievable conversation. We spoke for about an hour. He kept saying, the minute I got on, he goes, I only got a few minutes. We spoke for an hour and 45 minutes. He couldn't get off it. He only kept talking. But he just kept listening, too. We had an equally good conversation. The young guy, about 38, lives in Georgia. Beautiful house. He lives in a beautiful house, good neighborhood. He's a good guy. He's very smart. He's in the financial industry. Okay, has a financial business. And he's not a artificial intelligence. He is a real deal. Great guy. Okay. There's a Windows update. I don't want to take it. Okay. And look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I just went down to where? Another 50 cents. Instead of a quarter, I went 50. I'm 7 cents away. This is unbelievable what's happening today. What is going on? Blinken. Anybody hear Blinken speak this morning? He's in Israel. The White House says President Biden will put forth supplemental plan for additional funding for Ukraine next week. I don't think it's necessary. I think he needs to give it all to Israel at this point and make sure that the Abraham Accords happen, whatever that thing's called, comes to fruition. Look at that, 44. Wow, look at this. Lower target now? What do you think, folks? 431. Let's call it 431 lower target. Let's call support now. 45, 430, 432, 431.50, 431.50. Uh-oh, look what I almost did. You guys didn't even tell me. I would have lost another one. I find them eventually. 431.50. I like 45. I like 45. I don't know why. 45. Mm, 45. Okay. Come on. 431.45. Let's bring this down right above the 13 exponential. Let's just leave this at 432.25. 25. Because we're going to be down on the other side to 40 and 35. I've got 431 now. And then, of course, this one here, we just edit this and bring it to 431.40. See? Just take the lower number and bring it to 4. And you don't have to play with the line. It'll automatically put it exactly where it needs to be, I think. It always looks lower to me. 431.40 end. That's what it says. Maybe it's where it hits the line. I don't know. 430, 30, 30. That's 30. I don't do it that way. I don't know if I like it that way. It says the end. That has to be here. Right there, where it crosses the line. Is that how they do it? That is how they do it. So it's up here where my support is, where it meets my support. That looks even lower, 28. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable day. I'm as fast as the market's going down, I'm losing you guys. Wow. Oh, back it. What's he got to say for himself? This is unbelievable day, and I have called them all. I'm going to stop there. 431, man. That's it. Look at this. The markets are taking a beating. This is scary, folks. We're going to call this at 463. 463. What was the low here? 42? It doesn't say. 463. Let's go. I'm going to go to 463 for right now. I'm going to speculate right there. 463. This one here. 463, 465. I always keep $2 no matter what. Where is this? Look how far below the VWAP we are. I'm going to take away these on here. I'm going to have just too many lines to find later. All right, just give me a second here. Let's remove this and then bring back my support here. I'm gonna put it down a little lower than it actually is, and I'm gonna go down to 256.50. Because at the rate we're dropping, we're there already. Okay, 256.50, and I'm gonna make this 256.50, 257.50, 75. Bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Wow. 431. See, I usually do it this way, and it would look a little tighter if I did this. Instead, if I activate it, see, that's where the activation is. I would have put it to right there and put it up. Where it says 431. There it is. Bingo. 27, close enough. 28. That's where I would put it. That's how I do it. So it's the same. I'm just moving it over a little further. They do it right to the line. I don't know why. I think it's more of a squeeze, and you see what's happening. We're coming down. And I've got here 431, and I called 432. This is amazing. But if you remember, I said by tomorrow, I said we're absolutely at the rate we're going, we're looking at 430. And the point is, will that be today? Will that be today? Because at the rate that we're dropping, you have to understand. If you look right now at the SPY, it's high today. All right, we've already moved. We're 431. We've already moved $7 today. And that's $7 on the SPY. If you went and you take a look at SPX, and I just took from right here, right about there, on SPX to here, that may be, let's say, for $4 here, that could be $12 on SPX. Very easily. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Let's see, time, right there. So if I took contracts there at 437.19, at 437.19 would have been probably at 4, what time is that? Time, I don't know if I can tell that. I just opened the wrong one. One trade, here we go. And SPX, so what are we at? That was around 4, let's see. That was, I think earlier we came in, it was about 443.65 before, okay? And right now we're at 680, okay? 680 at 43.25 on a put. So that now would mean from 38.80 would be what you'd cash in now. 38.80 minus 7, you'd be up $30 right now. If you had $30 that you would have made, okay, you ready? That's about 15,000 on 500 contracts. So $30 times 500 shares, 5 contract is $15,000 you would have made from right there to right there. Okay, so from 12:45 to 2 o'clock, you would have made 15,000 on 5 contracts. How many people made that kind of money today? And you know what? I've been calling them all along. If you just stayed in it, I can't tell you how many days I could have done the same thing myself. And my wife says, "Why don't you follow your own plan?" And she's right. She's right. And that's why I don't know seriously if I'm gonna how much longer. Maybe after the first year, I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing this. I haven't made a decision yet. I might just start trading and be silent, or just be a moderator. You know, this might be a moderator. I'll come in the mornings. I'll do all the alerts and calls. Watch Deck's room, and maybe once a week I'll do this. I'll lose because I'm losing my following anyway. I mean, I can't get 100 people here anymore. What's the sense? What's the sense of sharing my, they think they can get it better somewhere else, and let them go. That's all. If you think that he's making better calls than me, then you don't need me. Am I wrong? 75. My ways are different. My ways are different. I can't get you guys to talk to me. That's it. 433. Put me out of my misery. 424. This is amazing. 425.50. I'm doing my upper charts. And here we got AMD. AMD is now down to 431. Wow. This is amazing day. 54. Let's make that 50. 107.50 on AMD. 107.50. And that's going to be 107.50. 108.50. It's another dollar. That one went. 108. Okay. That's good. My eyes are open now. I can see. That one drop makes such a difference. Just one drop. Actually took away the headache I had too. All right. There we go. And NVIDIA didn't come down quite as much. What do I have in here? 463. I want to put in here 450. That's 2 dots. 50. 463.50. And then here would be the 13 exponential. I think right here, let's see if this all holds, because we're finally starting to come back up. We finally hit, wow, a bounce right there. Let's see. Let's see. We had a bounce here. And it came the other way again. Right there. Let's see what happens. 431. That's totally amazing. Getting me a late lunch. I appreciate your commentary and shared knowledge. Would hate to see you leave. Yeah, I know. I just say it. I probably go anyway. Just, it's just nice to be appreciated sometimes. 50, 50, 60, 250, 60. Just tweaking it. All right, there you go. What's for lunch there? ASNF. Is the sun cooking? All right, we got to step back here. Everything just slowed down, and where are we? Over 300 on the Dow. Let's see. Wow, 331. Okay, over 330 on the Dow. There you go. Yes. And Gaza is crumbling. There's another building gone. Unbelievable. They're going building at a time. They're going to destroy them all. They're trying to push them underneath there to a certain place where I think they probably are waiting for them. That's the way I see it. I don't know. Terrible. What a red day. Look at the NASDAQ even. That's a lot for the NASDAQ. Everything's going red. Everything. Except that AVGO and Adobe. Adobe's been going all week. Wow. That's amazing. That is totally amazing. Let's see. Let's activate. No, I don't want to activate. Let's just Activate that a little bit more and bring it to the top there. There you go. All right, we're good. We are set, except here at NVIDIA. They're all starting to come back up a little. There you go. That was the bounce. That was the bounce. That was the bounce. So now it's calls. NVIDIA would be a 467.50 call. SPY would be 432 and 260 on Tesla right now on the calls. 260. That's we're already up to 258. There you go, and rising. All right. Getting me my lunch. Knock on wood, we haven't lost the internet once. That's not bad. I'm losing you guys, but I haven't lost the internet. What's going on, Clay? Rambo's not here. He's not there either. He's probably working. He puts people to sleep. Lobar, what's going on? Pendragon's not here. Wonder what he's doing. Not there either. Okay. That person. How are you today? There you go. Look at that. That is the first reversal, real reversal that we've had so far. It really is. Wow, that was some low, 431.20. You could have made $15,000. Did anybody here take advantage of that? Yeah, but you got to be careful. You know, at this moment, we do have a reversal, but you don't know how long it's going to last. You know, it could be very temporary. You know, it could be like almost like the fake out breakout, and then the baby just comes right back. We'll see. You got to get up there first before you're not going to see any real volume, probably until you get to 267. Let's go to 35. Until you see the VWAP. Wow, that just jumped right there. I put in the 35 and it went to 50. So right there, you had a little touch on the 50. All right. Same thing here. Both nice jumps. 250. I was almost 75. It's more than that. So we're going to put this one in the next dollar. All right, so that's 259. That's a nice jump up there. 259. That one there, and then here we got 432 and 50. That's about what we saw right there. Wow, that was the reversal. Look at that, straight across the board. Okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes real quick. You guys can stick in there, and I will be right back. All right, after station identification. I'm just going to go to the kitchen for a second, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put some ice in here. All right. right there. Okay, I will be back in another 2 minutes. I have my chili on the stove and I'm bringing it back with me. You don't trust any calls. Low bar, I don't either. I totally agree with you. I think this is a fake out and I think it's going to pull back down. There's no reason. You got to watch the news very carefully. I'll be right back. Right back. Don't run away. Don't run away. Watch it. Okay. Did you miss me? Of course you didn't. No, I'm kidding. I know you did. All right. I made myself a little chili here. So I'm going to eat it while I'm watching. And we're still going up here, I see. Oh, that's delicious. I make great chili. All right, so the spy went up a little bit more, so I can see here. That's the greatest part about these trend lines. When you walk away, you can see we did get up to there. We did get up to 433 on resistance. Right, all that for 1 second. 433. 433 resistance brings us 432 here. So we're up for about 75 cents. Okay, I can tell all that. But my direction here is going to start. But there would be an upper step here. I could take the step out here and put one showing an upward movement at this point. And the way we would do that is we do this, we go here, and then we would go from our low point, right, which is right about, I want to meet up so I can get in there. So I go like that. And leave it right in front of the 13 exponential, right there. So now you got an idea. And cancel left. And here we would cancel the right. That's simple. And now you can see the change in the weather here. This is like chili soup. This particular one that I had, doesn't have all the meat. It's the last two that are in my freezer. Oops. Ooh. Basil leaf. You don't want to eat that. This is just so good. I make the best chili. I make it with stew meat, like a pound of stew meat and a pound of 80-20 other meat. I sear the meat lightly on both sides, both the chopped meat and the other. And then I proceed to make the best chili you've ever eaten. Wow. And I don't drink alcohol, but I do buy beer. And at the very end, with 15 minutes to run, I pour in one bottle, no cans. I pour in a bottle of Coors Light. Oh, to the whole chili that I made. And it's just unbelievable. Okay. All right, whatever. Did Deck ever come back? I didn't hear him. I would have heard it through the probably 2:30. Let's see if he writes it on his board. It said, hold on, what did it say? One more time. It says he'll be back at 2:30. Okay, he's back to his regular hours. Which is fine. I think at 2:30 then. Well, 2:30 now and he's not back, so I don't know. I'm so punctual. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Hold on 1 second here. Still don't trust those calls. You see, they stopped. They did stop. You can see that. Going live at 3. So now he's going live at 3. He says 3 o'clock. He just wrote it on his board. And Jay, I love Jay. I just have a hard time understanding him sometimes. He got that Louisiana accent. So if you're from Louisiana, you're probably right on there. But he's a great guy. He really tries. He's been around. He's really unbelievable. His knowledge of computers and the things that he does on them. I have to admit that. He's like me. I've got hundreds and hundreds of. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. That was my son. One of them. Wow. I put a little hot chili in here, hot chili pepper. Mm. I can feel it in the back of my throat. I love it. All right. See, right now we're like you see what's happening here. Are we going to end up here, here, or back in here? And the way I see it, looks like we're about to come back around. Look at FinViz, 241. Let's see, it came down a little. 240. Still very red there. Right. Everything. You know, you get enough tries here to get over that resistance point, and they will pull back. So here, what do we have on Tesla? 259. I think we hit as high as 259.25 around there. Let's see. Yeah. 259.25 brings 258 back to support. So right there, 258, about $1.25, right there at the lower VWAP, giving support right there. With still upward here too. Don't forget to put that back like that. And you can see, you can take this here and just activate a little bit. Keep it in front of the 13. If you always be right ahead of it, you'll be fine. And you can see, we still have descending from our day and ascending where we had right there, where we actually, let's see, activate that. We'll push it right to the back there. All right, and let's see. This one here, that was from earlier. You can bring them together if you want. Right there, like that. That's what we're looking at right there. 431.23. Wow, I called that 432. I really didn't expect to see it that low. But when it did hit that low, I really thought we had a shot at 430. Pro-Palestinian Day of Resistance. This is a good time for our nation to pull together, and those bearing arms do what they have to do. Hey, quiet. That's how Trump got into trouble on January 6th. No, he said to be peacefully marched to the Capitol. Day's not done yet. You're right, Lobar, and I think we're still going to see it come back down. I think we're starting to get that direction now. I really think that our ultimate is 430 right now. I would love to see the break of 400 again. I really would. When the stock hit 405 last year, a year and a half ago, and Deck, everybody was saying, how far down do you think it will go? Deck was saying, well, I think it'll hit 395, and it'll come back. I said, nope. I said, first it's going to hit 375, and then we're going to see as low as 340, and it hit 348.11, something like that. Like I was about $7, $8 away. It's a great call. The only other person that I know of, believe it or not, that called it in the same direction I did and around the same price, he went a little lower than me, was One Trades. He's no longer here. Look at that. There's that push. There's that push. It's amazing that once you make the chili, you let it cool, then you freeze it for a week. Take all the air out of it, and then open it up, defrost it, and then make it. And the flavor is so different. Once all the flavors blend together in that process, it's just unbelievable. I could definitely put my chili into a contest. I think I could win. Right there. And right here. See that? Oh, no. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm going to have, and then I'm going to go at 3 o'clock when I get off with you guys. I walked 2 miles yesterday at 6:30 last night. It was hot. It was really hot. I was sweating. I was drenched. But today I'm going to go out while it's still sunny so I can get a little bit of color. And my wife can't walk with me. She's allergic to the sun. I think the truth is she's allergic to me. Honey? She's not. My wife's a good girl. wiping my keyboard down. It's amazing how dirty a keyboard gets, you know? I even have a touch screen. All right, 2:45 in the afternoon. We're about 15 minutes for me signing off. I didn't even shout out today to YouTube. That's become a bad habit lately, not saying hello. So I just want to shout out to the YouTube people. If you want me to talk to you, then join Tradecaster. Well, then we won't be YouTube people. No, I'm just kidding. 115 streams yesterday, 15 views. That's not a lot. Today, what do we got? 5 and 10 watching right now. Thank you. Somebody made it 6. I made it 5. They saw that, huh? I can't believe that. Oh shoot, my cat box is on. Hello. Hey everybody. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let's see. Quantity 280. There you go. That looks nice. Alright, my streaming is okay. I was just checking my OBS. Sometimes you can tell. Not there. Actually, that's good. You check the live through the studio, through YouTube, and it tells you how good you could, public views, current viewers. That's it. That's on YouTube. 11 views, 63. Average duration 11. It's been 11 hours so far. All right. And let's see. What do I got? We got a little bit of a jump on Nvidia. Meta's coming back up, but I think it's about to reverse. Meta came up all the ways to about 326. 326. That one stopped, and then here we got this Meta 325. Put $1 in there. Whew, that's pretty good. And AMD, I'm gonna leave. What else do we got? We've got Tesla. Long-term Tesla is just unbelievable stock. Just an unbelievable. How's X doing? Was that old Twitter? They don't call it Twitter anymore. So I have a Twitter account. I really don't use it. I don't go on there. I'm not advertising me, and every time I seem to open my mouth, I get a lot of people angry because I'm very vocal about politics. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person, but the fact is, I just don't like what's going on in this world, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. But I think I'm going to get myself in trouble, and I got to keep my mouth shut for a while. So I'm hiding under the covers like the rest of you. Some of you just won't ever say a word. I don't know. It's just not me. Okay, 425. 425. Propping up to SPY. I'm thinking about swinging for a fall for tomorrow. Springing for a fall. Apple. I never liked Apple. Apple always moves too slow for me. I can't deal with it. Okay. Just something Apple. I don't know. 465.50. 465. 466.23. That's it. 466. 466.25. That's actually come up a little. There. Somebody needs to go to New York and bring their AR-15 and show them who's boss. All right, let's see. Is that inciting a riot? Uh-oh. 433.50? 28.35. 35. SPY still trying to push up. Still trying to push up there. 35. 4. 32. 32. I'll do 35 here. So let's see, put $1 in that channel, and you can see we are starting to move up finally. If we get to that VWAP, you're going to watch a lot more volume pour in, okay? Or it could jump up to that VWAP and then drop really drastically. So be very careful that if you do have a call, which I wouldn't, I would wait till it gets where it's getting and then come back. I would have a very tight stop loss. Yeah, I agree. I think there'll be a fall tomorrow. If we look at, I just want to see what Apple's posed right now. The Apple's dropping. It's been dropping, but it doesn't move enough for me. I don't like Apple. I really don't. Microsoft maybe, even Nvidia, absolutely. Avco, that could come back sooner or later. Um, Even Google, but the point oh 0.02 is not enough of a move in that stock to make real money. I don't like Apple. I'm just me. But you say Apple is propping up the SPY, is what you're saying. I don't see it because it's not moving fast enough. I don't see it. But it could be this Abco or Adobe. Adobe, look, 3 days in a row, Adobe's been plus almost 2% a day. So I don't know. We'll see. I think right now in these times, war and what's going on, I think before I do any type of swing trade, I know I got to be very careful with my account because it's so easy to blow out an account. Yes, Mr. P. Mr. L, where is Mr. P? Did he, he's not here. Spy Proby's here. Mariah's here. Joey! Joey K is here. Fund Manager's here. ASNF's still hanging in here. J Trades is still here. He's still in there somewhere. 76. I wonder if he's in my room. What happened here? No, Joe Moore. Okay. Low bar. It's been rising, helping SPY stay afloat. I just don't see the continuing after hours. I don't either. But I just don't like trading on something that I have no control of. That's why I'd rather be in stocks after hours. At least I got till 8 o'clock tonight to say, you know what? It's not going the right direction for me. I can get out and take a loss. But when you do that, if you're not going to do some sort of a vertical spread of some sort or some sort of creative option setup, you know, you're taking a chance of a large loss unless you're just doing one contract. I mean, 100 shares is not going to kill you. Not your account or mine. All right, 2:52 in the afternoon. 9 people watching and no new people today. Yeah, what do you call it? My high definition's working good. I was trying to figure out. I was talking to what do you call it yesterday? How Deck and let's say that J Trades have a screen behind them. He sent me a picture. It's an actual drop screen in green, and what it does is you set it up for green with a back green screen, and you know, remember the old screens? You open them up and you open them, and they actually you can watch a movie. Well, you could actually I could put a screen behind me, and then I change my setting in here, and then all you see is me. You don't see my room or the background of where I'm at. Not that I really care what you're seeing. You know, it doesn't bother me. But what's good, it doesn't block. If I move from side to side, it only takes me in the picture and blocks out everything else around. That's the way it's set up. So if I move, you'll still see the background of the chart. So it looks like I'm in front of the chart walking from side to side. Deck's got it set up that way. Deck's got it set up that way. You can see if you look at, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to set up something, and every day that I do come live, I just set this thing up real quick. I have to devise something. Now I have a rack in the other room. This rack is for clothes, and I've been utilizing it, but I can actually use that. Just put a piece of cloth and drop it below me, behind me, when I set this thing up, and then I can do it with the back. It's called a green screen or a magenta screen, whatever color you use behind you. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it that way. You know, where you don't see my guitars, you can't see the room. You know, I got a lot. My place is busy. I mean, you may not know this, but I'll show you something real quick. So if I go in my video, oh, it's not even locked. Wow, I wasn't locked. But yeah, just to show you. Oops, let's get back over there. Let's go. Shh. So you can see, if you look in the back of my room, I wish I could walk you around because I've got like I've got about 6 guitars, 3 guitars over there. I got 2 on the wall behind me. There's one over there. You can see. You can see. If you're looking at me, I can't see what I'm showing you, but in the back there is a guitar there and another one on the wall. But this would all be blocked out. You wouldn't see any of this. I don't do this to make me the center of all this attention anyway. I never do. All right, I try to be able to see the price. There you go. I gotta lock this. It wasn't locked. I could have been moved, and I wouldn't have known. Somebody else could have moved me. So, but there's, like I said, there's a lot going on. If you saw my house, I was an estate buyer, so that's why I got so much stuff for eBay. I buy and sell. So, and I need to get rid of a lot of shit. Tell us. Okay. Rising up. Well, 43. All right. Well, 2:55. I expect Dex will be in soon. He said 3 o'clock. He's never on time. You know that. We'll hear him when he comes in because I have my Webonito set up, and I'm going to turn the sound off on him, and I'll turn the sound on. Let's see, Dex got music now, probably. Okay, but I have him set up with the Webonito. So for those of you who want to listen to Deck when he comes in, you don't have to run over there now. It'll come on. When he comes on, you'll hear him in the background. All right, it'll automatically come on. I have the volume on, and you'll hear it. All right, fair enough. And that at time, I'm going to get off, and I'm going to call it a day for me, and I'm going to continue doing what I was doing. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. We're holding the resistance, but we are building higher highs here. You see, and we're building higher lows here. So you got from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Came up, had a pullback, and even here it's slightly higher than the other side. It's 5, 6. So we are still building higher lows, low bar. So I'd be very careful at this point. It could run for the VWAP and then pull back. I don't know at this point. I got my ass handed to me. Yeah, that's somebody got killed today. They averaged in a couple times, got handed to several times. Only know there's a confluence of multiple things in my favor. Good luck, man. Okay, somebody really got hurt today. You gotta be careful with cost averaging up or cost averaging down, because if it doesn't work out in your way, okay, you are gonna get killed. I know. I win 95% of the times that I cost average. I either break even or I make money. But that 5% that it doesn't work out, whew, and I was just reading in another room what somebody just wrote, and it's like, I think they had it. That's what it sounded like. Like, okay, we'll see you. Good luck to everybody. When I hear that, it's like, okay, I screwed up. I'm done. You know, September avoided that one. I got my money back on that. What's this? Edge ground. I need some write-offs. I'm going to end up paying some taxes this year. What happens when you make money? Okay. Thank you, ASNF. A son never forgets. And there's your pullback. Slight pullback all around on the board, every stock. So I told you, that's why I said be careful. Anybody who's thinking of going long, because I don't feel it. Not yet anyway. Watch the news. And I don't see anything. Let's see, Google, what does that say? Google agrees to pay German publishers 3% annually for news content. Okay. Trying to steal it. Let's see, what else do we got? 10 information. Technical with alerts in today's sessions. I'm not seeing the stocks. Okay. Take 2 of those out. And then I got down here, Social Security. Don't tell me. Did I get an increase this year, maybe? Here's how much you'll get if you qualify. I already get. Okay, monthly 119 to 18. 3% in their payments. Another cost of living boost of 3.2% in their payments in 2024, bringing the average monthly payments to $1,900. So I'm going to get a 3.2% boost in my payment. That's nice. I'm on Social Security. I've been getting Social Security since I'm 57. And the first check they gave me $36,000 for disability. See how disabled I am? I'm very disabled. All right, 3 o'clock. Where is he? Always late. Let's get him moving. You know what? I'll put his live. Okay, any second. That ought to bring him in. Let's see. Let's see. Morning, and live commentary. Okay. Any second live with Deck. There we go. I said somebody just wrote Deck should be in 3 minutes, and I wrote any second live with Deck. That'll get him in. All right. With that, folks, I'm going to say thank you again for all your support, as I do every day. Your support, and for those of you that are still watching, what I'm going to do, I'm not doing any crypto. So, in fact, I want to take that off the board because I don't even want anybody to see that. All right, I don't even want to. I can't discuss it. It's litigation right now. You can hit me personal, but not that way. Okay. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to put up the contracts one more time. Anybody want to see the contracts one more time? I'll see if I can pull them up and give you the contracts just as they are right now. Somebody stops moving the board for me. All right, hold on. I need the board without. Come on. Every time you write something, it moves me. I'm trying to copy paste. Okay, we're good. You can do what you want. All right. Thank you. All right. What we're going to do right now is we got 433 is your put. 434 is your call for the SPY. You have for SPX right now, you have 43.45 for the put, 43.45 and 43.50. So that went up about $5. 43.50. Then we're gonna go over to well, jump to Meta on the other side. That's fine. Meta. Where is it? Where the hell is Meta? Changed something and it disappeared. Hold on. There we go. Meta is 325. 327.50 on the call. 320 is correct. Tesla is oh shit. I put it out there before I changed it. It might be the same. Hold on. Tesla is, I got two of them changed and it flipped off on me. Okay, Tesla is, let's see, wow, that's NVIDIA. Let's do NVIDIA first. Is 468, it's 470 and 467.50. That one's correct. So that one's right. AMD is 109, 108. That is correct. And Tesla is 260 and 257.50. Actually, you know what? Everything I put up there is correct. So I'm going to leave it alone. The only one I didn't check was Meta. 327. Meta is 327.50. It's correct. Everything is correct. I did it right. I changed the only two that needed to be changed. And if it's different, just go a little bit further out of the money. You can't lose. But remember, after 3, you got to be careful with theta. All right? So if you get in, make sure you get in and get out. Deck, 37 seconds till he's live. With that, I'm going to say thank you and have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow is Thursday. I am off, but if I don't do anything, I will come in and be live. I won't be live on the 20th, which is next, let me see, 7, 13, 20. Next Friday, I have 2 doctor's appointments, one in the morning, afternoon. I will not be here Friday at all next week. All right, but I will be here probably every day next week except for Friday. I've been here today. I've been here this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm off Mondays, but I was here. So I've been live. And for right now, I'll continue doing what I'm doing. But thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. Deck is live right now with his Halloween. And there he is. Have a great one. Bye-bye. I'm the Active Trader. This is my world. And thank you for coming into it.